Today I want to highlight a few of the differences between Visual KPI on a mobile phone or on a tablet or some other device and Visual KPI on a web browser. As you may know, we support hundreds of devices of many form factors, everything from those web browsers to smartphones to tablets to PDAs to portals to even large screen displays in control rooms, etc. So to do that, and to do it in an intelligent way, we have to understand some of those devices and give you a better experience than just sending the exact same screen to everyone. So the server is intelligent enough to know which device is making a request, how much screen real estate you have, and we can do some nifty things to optimize for that. And I wanted to show you a few of those things just with a simple explanation of the browser versus, in this case, iPhone. So I'm going to highlight just a couple of things. First of all, you know that when you're on a phone, especially a phone like an iPhone or an Android device or a Windows phone, etc., you have usually your fingers, and your fingers may be fatter, at least fatter than a mouse and a cursor. So what we've done, the first thing you may notice here is the icons. They're further spread apart. Now, this is the same page that's been sent, but it's been sent knowing that I'm sending it to a mobile phone here on the left and knowing I'm sending it to a browser on the right, and these icons are much closer together. So you can see we design it so that you can use your finger or your thumb to still navigate the device. The next thing I would show is down here at the bottom of the trend, the back and forward button. Now you can go backwards and forwards in time on a trend with Visual KPI, and in the case on the mobile phone here, on the iPhone, you can tell that I could use my thumb to do that because those are much larger than they are here on the left, where on the browser we want to take as much real estate as possible for the actual trend because you can get a lot of detail there, and you can see more on that browser, so you want to take advantage of that. Third thing I'll look at is legend. If you can have up to 10 pens on a trend, and so that would fill up the legend very quickly. So we just call them pens for the mobile phone, where we give you a little bit more detail on the mobile device. Now it's easy to find out that detail on the mobile device if you want, but we make it more obvious on the browser because we have room to do so. The next thing I will talk about is on the browser, the ability to use your mouse in an intelligent way. So again, the server knows that this is a web browser, so it's given me some ability to use my mouse to do something. You can't hover on a smartphone with your finger, or at least it doesn't know that you're hovering yet. That'll surely be coming soon. But on a web browser, it knows I have a mouse, and it knows that I can do some things like actually look at the value of some point on the trend. I can even lock that in and then compare another value to it anywhere on the trend or on any other trend. So very important to know. And also one other thing I can do is use my mouse to rubber band or to zoom, which is very important. So if I want to zoom in here, I can see some specific point in time. And that can be very important. So let me refresh that and go back. And then I guess the last thing I'll show you is a little bit of an understanding or a little bit about how this works. If I resize this browser, the server will actually get a new request and know that I actually asked for something different and I have a different set of real estate. And so it doesn't just stretch it out. It goes and gets me a new trend that's designed for that size of a user interface. So that you could see if you had that on a large screen in the control room or something, you want to see a very detailed trend across a wide period, you can do that. And the same thing is true about moving from portrait to landscape on a mobile phone. So you just do that. I'll do it here in the emulator. It's the same as turning your phone. And we do something intelligent here as well. We basically say, you want as much data as possible, so we could cram that trend into a very small space there. But what we did is make it so you can then just move up and see a lot more detail and have your back and forth buttons without worrying about all the tabs. Because when you're on a trend, you want to look in detail at the data. So that's an example or a few examples about how the browser is different than the mobile device on Visual KPI. Hope you enjoyed.